Hi again. Now that you have understood the concept of unity, let's move to cohesion and cohesive devices. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand the concept of cohesion, recognize the 5 cohesive devices, and use cohesive devices correctly in your paragraphs and essays. What is cohesion and how can we achieve it in a paragraph? Earlier we had talked about burgers. Would you eat such a burger? Does it look good to you? I guess not. Why? Because this burger looks very messy. Its ingredients, that is, supporting details, are totally unorganized and they don't look tied together well. Similarly, in a paragraph that lacks cohesion, readers will be confused. They will not understand what the ideas are about or what the paragraph is about. Therefore, cohesion makes the ideas of a text flow smoothly and logically. That is, the reader can easily follow ideas while reading and understand the connection between them. Therefore, what should writers do? Writers should use cohesive devices to achieve cohesion. What are cohesive devices? We have 5 types of cohesive devices: transitions, transitional sentences, repeated words, pronouns, and synonyms. Let's begin with transitions, or linking words or connectives. They are words which you are very familiar with. They connect ideas in a paragraph together. They connect sentences together, and we can categorize them into 5 types. First, we have items in a series. These transitions may come at the beginning of a paragraph or in the middle or at the end of the paragraph. They can also come at the beginning of certain body paragraphs in an essay. Another type is illustrative transitions. These transitions introduce examples. Examples serve to make the reader understand the topic better by giving extra information or real-life examples. Then we have the result or effect and cause, reason transitions. You are also familiar with these transitions. They connect causes and effects together. Next, we have opposing viewpoint transitions. These transitions connect ideas that have different viewpoints or are having different ideas. Finally, we have the summary or conclusion transitions, like finally, in conclusion, to sum up, etc. These transitions can be used at the end of a paragraph, before the concluding sentence, or at the beginning of the conclusion in an essay. Let's see some examples of each type of transitions. To start with, notice the comma here. The physical problems of drug addiction are the most obvious effects. What we have here is the first idea in a series of effects of drug addiction. This might be a sentence at the beginning of body paragraph 1. Illustration: to illustrate, comma, websites like FutureLearn and Canvas offer free online courses. Here we have 2 specific examples from real life to illustrate free online courses. Because online assignments are becoming more common at universities, assignments are now easier to complete. We started with the subordinating conjunction because, therefore notice the comma in the middle of the sentence. Here we have the cause and then we have the effect. Opposing viewpoint: the success of students depends on the effort they exert. However, a great teacher can play a major role in their achievement. Here we have different ideas that success is not only about the students, the teacher can play a role as well. Notice that we used however here in the middle of the sentence. There's a colon before it and then a comma after it. We can actually put a full stop here and then capitalize the H in however. It would still be correct, however connected these ideas together. Summary or conclusion: all in all, notice the comma as well. The importance of dieting is not the goal, but how one decides to get there. This is the concluding sentence in a conclusion about an essay related to dieting. Let's move to transitional sentences. These sentences are used between paragraphs, that is, body paragraphs, to help tie together the supporting paragraphs in an essay. They enable the reader to move smoothly from the idea in one paragraph to the idea in the next paragraph. Let's look at the following example. The thesis statement of this essay is, some students drop out of school due to pregnancy or boredom. Therefore, the topic is dropping out of school. We have two subtopics, pregnancy and boredom. This is body paragraph 1 and this is body paragraph 2. Let's look at the topic sentences of these body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1, we have the first subtopic, which is pregnancy. Notice that pregnancy is mentioned again in topic sentence 2 of body paragraph 2. Subtopic 2 is boredom. It's not mentioned here, however, it is mentioned in the second body paragraph. See the flow and the cohesion? If you look at this sentence, besides pregnancy, boredom is one of the major causes of school dropouts. We are still talking about school dropouts, which is the topic of the whole essay, and then we have one of these causes, which is boredom. Notice that boredom is connected to the subtopic before, which is pregnancy, using this transition, which is besides. Besides pregnancy, comma, boredom is one of the major causes of school dropouts. This is the transitional sentence, and it serves to connect the body paragraphs together. Repeated key nouns or words. Many try not to repeat themselves in writing. However, repeating keywords helps tie the ideas together. The flow of thought in a paper becomes more cohesive. Here is an example. Pause the video and read the following paragraph. Now that you read the paragraph, you noticed that this paragraph is about reasons to study psychology and how it helps one person to deal with children. If we look at the word psychology, we notice that it is mentioned 3 times after the topic sentence. In addition, we look at the word children, we have several words that are related to children being repeated in the paragraph, like daughter, child, 10-year-old son. Finally, we have the words related to mom or dad. Parent is repeated 2 times in the body paragraph. All of these repetitions actually serve to make the ideas clearer to the reader. Next, we have pronouns. Pronouns like he, she, it, this, that, those, you know them, are another way to connect ideas. They help to avoid needless repetition. Pause the video again and read the following paragraph. As you have read, this paragraph talks about how people can economize, that is, save money when going to an amusement park. In this paragraph, we are talking about people, and as you noticed, we have several pronouns that serve to replace the noun people. They and their stand for people. Instead of repeating the word people several times, we can avoid this needless repetition and use pronouns. Finally, we have synonyms. Synonyms are words that have the same meaning, and using synonyms can also help move the reader from one thought to the next. In addition, it increases variety and interest. It makes the paragraph less boring to readers, and this happens by avoiding needless repetition. Here's an example. Please pause the video again, read the paragraph, and then we will discuss the synonyms used. As you have seen, this paragraph talks about the methods of fundraising work, that is, collecting money to help others. Instead of using the word methods 4 times in this paragraph, the writer used words that are similar to methods. Example, technique, procedure, and way. Therefore, we have 3 synonyms of the word method in one paragraph. Let's move to some practice. What are the cohesive devices used in the text? Let's read the text together. In addition to harassment and exclusion, fake impersonification is a common technique of cyberbullying. Therefore, this paragraph is from an essay about techniques of cyberbullying. The transitional sentence here indicates that the body paragraphs before already talked about harassment and exclusion. So the third subtopic is fake impersonation. It is easy to do with the help of free email accounts offered by Gmail, Hotmail, and others. Notice the examples here. Bullies create a name similar to the victims and then go online and act in terrible ways while pretending to be the victim. The word victim is repeated again here. Another type, here we have a transition, of this kind of cyberbullying is stealing the user's password or device and pretending to be him or her while chatting with others. In fact, transition again, these activities are meant to change the public's perception of the victim in a negative way. Let's see. This is the transitional sentence here that contains the previous subtopics. Then we have these transitions used. The pronouns, it's standing for fake impersonation. Then we have this, cyberbullying, him or her for the victim or the user, and these for activities. Repeated words like bullies, like cyberbullying, pretending, and victim. Synonyms, terrible, negative, and others. Now let's move to this independent activity. Please pause the video again, read the paragraph carefully, and try to find the cohesive devices used. There are a lot of cohesive devices, therefore try to figure out as much as possible. Here we have the transitional sentence. Transitions, for instance, because, for all of the above reasons. Pronouns, they, standing for people who like to do extreme sports. They, again, for the skiers. They're for athletes, and here they're for athletes as well. We have a lot of repeated words such as goals, athletes, sports, and we have several synonyms. Hardships, obstacles, and difficulties. Achieve is similar to reach, determination and desire, risky and extreme. All of these techniques actually help to tie the ideas together and make this paragraph, this burger, look so appealing and so clear in order to understand. For extra practice, please go to your book and do the following practices on the following pages. Additionally, you have to submit the answers of these questions as a Google Doc on your Google Classroom. For extra information, these are the YouTube links I spoke about earlier. You have 2 videos on Unity and 1 YouTube video on Cohesion. You may find the links on your Google Classroom as well. Thank you.